Hello, Spuddies! What a great day I've had. We went to the Trentham Spudfest, a festival dedicated to potatoes, about an hour and 15 minutes, hour and a half drive from Melbourne. Took Teddy and the good lady wife Mandy. We went for a drive out to the country, up in the hills, to Potatoeville, Trentham. What a cool little town it was too, and what an amazing, awesome festival it was. It was there was music, there was dancing, and there was a lot of potatoes at Spudfest. Apparently 4,000 people turned out. It was just a beautiful day. Anyway, today's a video of the day. I spoke on stage a bit, and anyway, just watch the video. I'll talk again afterwards. Thanks for watching. Alright, Spuddies. We're in Trentham. We're at Mecca. It is Spudfest 2016. Have a look at that little... There's even a waving man with Spudfest written on him. How cool is that? Spudfit at Spudfest. Beautiful, glorious day. And we're at a festival of potatoes. What could possibly be better? There's Mandy and little Teddy walking in behind me. Let's go in and have a look around.
Andrew's called on specially to be here at Spudfest today. And Andrew has set himself a challenge. I'll get Andrew to talk about what he's up to, of spending a whole year eating only potatoes. So now with pleasure I'll introduce you to Andrew, and we've only got the one microphone to share, so we'll be alternating between the microphone. But Andrew, perhaps you could give us a little bit of a background. And Andrew's got his lovely young son here, who's not eating potatoes, I can see. And Andrew, can you give us a little bit of background on how it came about that you are spending a year eating potatoes only, and nobody can believe that you're only eating potatoes. So Andrew, give us a little background on yourself, why you
they've just got to push it back in. I'm not going to be able to do this whole thing. He's going to run off. Teddy!
Are we back on? Can you hear me out there? Yep. Can anyone wave and let me know if you can hear me? Beautiful. Okay, so Andrew, can you give us a little background on who you are, what you're up to, what Spudfit is all about, and the big challenge you put for yourself?
Hi everyone.
Take it out.
Alright, hi everybody. My Spudfit challenge. My plan is to do this entire year of eating only potatoes. Started on the 1st of January, and so far so good. It came about because I was fairly overweight, and I spent a few years putting on quite a bit of weight. And about November, well, the end of last year, I tipped the scales at 151 kilos. And
did you say 151 kilos?
151 kilos, 151.7 to be precise.
How many potato sacks is that, do you think?
That's too many. So, like most overweight people, I've tried lots of different things to try to lose weight, and all sorts of diets and all sorts of eating plans, and nothing quite seemed to work. So
Would you mind just holding
I had a realisation that perhaps I was a food addict, and I got thinking about addiction in general, and how if you're an alcoholic or a drug addict, then the best thing you could do is quit those things entirely. Obviously you can't do that with food, so I thought maybe the next best thing I could do is quit. We're unplugged? No, we're not. Is I could quit all foods except one. So I did a lot of research over a number of weeks to see if there was actually one kind of food that I could eat on its own and still be healthy. And I had the realisation, I had the conclusion that potatoes were the one. They were the healthiest food I could find, and they contain all of the nutrition I need, all of the protein, even a small amount of fats, all the vitamins, all the minerals. So there we go. I decided to go for a year of eating nothing but potatoes, and so far so good.
So Andrew, just eating potatoes, what's the impact that's had on you, and Are you, you know, checking with the health professional every so often to see what that what impact that's had on your physical and health from a health perspective?
Yeah, I've had blood tests twice now, and I've got another one coming up in a few weeks. And everything's good. My blood tests are perfect. They've improved, actually. And yeah, there's no complaints at all from my doctor. And I've had other sorts of scans, and everything's going really well. And yeah, as far as my health goes, I'm sleeping better. I've had old football injuries in ankles and shoulders that gave me pain for the last 10 years, and that pain's totally gone. I've got better mental clarity. I'm able to concentrate better than I will ever have been, basically. And I've also lost nearly 35 kilos for the year, and that's with no calorie restriction whatsoever. I just eat as many potatoes as I feel like eating, as often as I feel like it. So I'm never hungry, and I've just got energy to burn. So this is good.
Brilliant. What is your favourite potato dish? And can you give us a bit of background? Like, you're only eating potatoes, so that means there's nothing else on top of it, or what are you doing? How are you doing that to be creative? What is and have you got a particular favourite potato, and have you had a look around and found your favourite potato here for sale?
Okay, as far as toppings and things go, I do have a little bit of salt and a little bit of herbs and spices and sauces like tomato sauce, barbecue sauce, chili sauce, that sort of thing, but it's all very minimal, and I try to keep it as plain as possible, but I decided I did need a little bit of flavouring just so I wouldn't go insane over a whole year.
No oil.
But yeah, it really is just a very minimal and uncreative thing, eh, buddy? And so, yeah, my main dish is, mate, my main dish is basically 95% of my meals are either mashed potato, boiled potato, or baked potato, just with, like I said, like a little bit of sauce or seasonings of some kind, but yeah, very minimal. If I had to choose a favourite, I'm a pretty simple guy. Mashed potato is the go for me. As far as looking around here, I haven't had a good chance to look around yet. I've only been here for 15-20 minutes, but I've seen a nice looking baked potato stand up the back there that I'm going to dig into at some stage.
No oil. No oil.
Also, I should point out that I'm not having any oil on my potatoes at all, and no butter, no milk, no cream cheese or bacon bits or anything like that. Getting rid of all the fatty foods entirely, so yeah, that's helping.
Yeah, so if anyone's just joined us down here on the North Stage, I'm talking to Andrew Taylor, and he is spending 1 year. He set himself a challenge of 1 year of eating potatoes only, and he set out to do that on a mission to lose some weight. And he started at the start of the year, so he's getting almost halfway there. And he has been getting lots of interest in what he's doing. I understand he's been on the project and on 7 News and on ABC Radio and a whole lot of things. So it sounds like there's a lot of people very interested in what you're doing, Andrew. How's that? What's that? Were you surprised by that response, and how does it feel? And what are you actually doing? I know you've got a website called Spud Fit, if anyone's interested. What's that whole experience been like for you?
Yeah, it's been pretty crazy actually. I can't quite believe that so many people are interested in a fat bloke eating spuds. But yeah, I've been on the project and on Channel 7 and Channel 9 News, and Sunrise did a live cross to our couch one morning. And I've been on, last week I was on Russian TV, I've been on Irish TV, American TV, New Zealand TV, Bulgarian, Polish. I know, I've been on TV all around the world. This is pretty crazy. So yeah, I just started the year with a little YouTube channel. It's just Spudfit YouTube channel, and that was all I had. And mostly because my wife there thought it would be a good idea to document what I was doing. So I did that, and somehow the media found me, I don't know how, and I ended up on Channel 9, and then it just spread from there like wildfire. And yeah, so it's been pretty crazy and pretty interesting, and yeah, since the media's got hold of it and gone a bit crazy, I started a Facebook page, which is also called Spudfit on Facebook. And then I also later on started a website, which is still pretty new, there's not a lot on it, but it's spudfit.com. So yeah, it's just a little challenge, and people are interested for some reason.
Yeah, and so after all that amazing media coverage, you've now come to the crescendo of Spudfest. I mean, this is it. How exciting is that? So, you know, we might...
I know I've made it now that I'm at the mecca of potatoes.
Exactly. This is about as high as you can possibly go on potatoes. Although, I understand you can actually make vodka out of potatoes. I don't know if you've tried that yet, but that's another alternative. That's something new to try.
No vodka for me, but I'm not really into vodka, but I will be trying one of these beautiful craft beers that are up the back up that way. I haven't got to them yet, but I definitely will.
Excellent. Okay, so can everyone please give Andrew Taylor a big round of applause for coming and joining us on in very impromptu little conversation here. Spudfit is his website if you want to know more about what he's doing and understanding what it's all about. But congratulations on everything you're doing. It sounds very exciting, and I look forward to hearing how you go by the end of the year.
Thank you. Thanks for having me. And if anyone wants to come and say good day, then I'm more than happy to talk and answer questions and all that. Thanks for listening.
Okay, big round of applause for Andrew, please, everybody. Thank you.
All right, I'm queuing up for a potato. We're at the Spudfest, so naturally everybody wants a potato. Look at the length of the queue, all the way up. Hello. This is going to go on YouTube, you know. Do you want to be world famous?
I'm going to start eating potatoes.
We're queuing up for a potato, and it's going to be delicious, I'm sure. All right, we're at the front of the queue nearly. Baked potato with garlic butter, bacon, onion, cheese, coleslaw and sour cream. Obviously I'm not getting any of that stuff. I'm just going to see if I can get a couple of baked potatoes plain, maybe with a bit of salt. See how we go. Could I have a couple of plain baked potatoes, please? What was your name?
Fiona.
Fiona, could I
Just 2 potatoes, nothing on
yeah,
it?
do you have any sauce or anything? Like tomato sauce or something like that?
Do we have any sauce?
No? Don't worry, I'll just have some of that. I'll have some of that lemon and pepper.
Okay, no worries. So just 2 plain potatoes.
Plain potatoes with the lemon and pepper seasoning would be great.
$15, thank you.
All right. Just get my money out. Hang on. There you go. All right. $15 down. See how we go. Peter, wasn't it?
Yep, Peter.
This is Peter. Peter's one of the organisers of Spudfest. So say good day, Peter. Can you tell us a bit about Spudfest?
Yeah, g'day. Thank you, Andrew. Spudfest has now been going for 9 years. It celebrates all things potato. Here in Trentham, Victoria, Trentham has got a proud history of spud farming that goes back 150 or so years. And yeah, we're just very proud of potato, and we're proud of our town, and we're just really pleased that Spudfest is bringing in 4,000 people here today.
4,000? Wow.
4,000 from all over Victoria.
That is pretty packed there, isn't it? And there's lots of good food stalls around. I'll just show you that. Big area of food. And there's also a music stage, and just here, there's my boy digging for spuds. There's a whole heap of kids, they're digging, there's a whole heap of spuds buried in there, and all the kids are digging them up. There's heaps for the kids to do. And yeah, I haven't even seen half of it yet. This is cool. Who could have thought you'd get so much entertainment out of a potato festival?
And this town has grown 30 different varieties of potatoes over the years. There are 1,000 different potato varieties all up globally, but 30 of them come from the very, very rich farming soil here at Trentham.
Right, yeah, and I've seen a table over there with a whole heap of varieties on there, so we'll have a look at that too.
Good on you, Andrew.
Thanks, Peter.
Thanks for your interest in Trentham.
Cheers, thank you. Thanks, right, we've got a table full of potatoes. All the different varieties, all the varieties we grow in Trentham, eh? All different colours.
You don't have any
You don't have
any there.
No, not yet.
Too early?
Yeah, a little bit.
So the Otway Red and the Dietary and the Vissa would be close.
Yeah. The Otway Red, they're good ones, they're alright. We'll give them a go.
Yeah, I've got Dutch cream in the
You've
ground
got
at
Dutch
home.
cream there,
Yeah, we're, from,
alright.
we're in Spud country, don't we?
Okay, alright, nice one.
They're nice.
They're all
though,
sorts.
they're
So the Dutch cream are the go, you reckon?
Yeah. Oh, they're lovely.
Which one would you make mash with?
Them.
The Dutch cream for mash,
Yeah.
and the chips, you reckon, to price them?
The Dietary for chips.
Dietary for chips.
Yep.
What about a roast potato? What do you reckon?
Good question. I'm not sure.
Don't know. All right. They're probably all good.
They
This
are.
mucksack one looks like it'd make a good baked potato, don't you reckon?
Never heard of that one.
Me either. I don't think I've seen that before, but it looks good.
Mucksack.
Mucksack.
Piffler's good.
All right. What was your name?
I'm Carol.
Carol. Thanks, Carol, for telling me about the potatoes. What's your name?
My name's Anthony.
Anthony, nice to meet you, Anthony.
Very good. Good to meet you too.
All right, so tell us about what you're doing here,
So
Anthony.
there's Dutch creams. We've got Nicolas.
Yeah.
We've also got some Desirees. We've got a new one called a Purple Majesty.
Okay, I've never heard of the Purple Majesty. What's that one
Well,
like?
we're growing them under
Just
license.
grab one.
Yeah, grab one of those. They're a bit of a weird bugger.
Right, so
yeah.
that one's...
So we're growing
purple
them
on the
under
inside.
license. They reckon they've aged them back to Peru.
Oh, yeah?
And 8,000 years old.
Yeah, right.
They're not a really big, heavy potato like you see for chips. Very small potato,
Yep.
very flavoury.
Okay.
Really nice, high in antioxidants.
Yeah,
And
okay.
probably if you could have a healthy potato, you should know.
Yeah, yeah.
That's as healthy as you're going to get. But
Okay.
they're very rare, very hard to find.
No worries. Well, I better get some of them then. And I love a bit of mash, so what would you recommend for mash?
Look, if you like a flavoury mash, Dutch cream or Nicola, they're a slightly waxy potato.
Okay. Yeah.
I reckon you should use cream instead of butter or milk.
Yeah.
There you go, nutritionists would love that. But if you want a fluffy, flavoury mash,
Yep.
that's the way to do it.
All right, well, let's get some Nicola and some purple, what was it? Purple what?
Majesties.
Purple Majesties. Nicola, 2 kilos of each for me,
Very
please.
good.
Thank you. All right, thanks, Anthony.
Very good.
Have
Thanks
a good day,
very much.
mate.
All the
Cheers.
best with
Good
it.
on ya. All right, so we're at Red Duck Beer. I'm about to buy a beer. There is a Spud beer. Let's look at it on here. Hang on. There it is, Neeps and Taties Spud beer. You can't really see it. Hi, what's your name?
Chris.
Chris, nice to meet you, Chris. Tell us about this Spud beer.
Well, it's called Nips and Tatties because it actually was brewed to go with haggis originally. It's got potatoes and turnips in the stick, a little bit of salt and pepper there, so you get a little bit of pepperage afterwards. It's a nice, light, easy drinking beer though.
Okay.
Well, you want to try one?
Yeah, I'd love to try one. Thanks.
Okay, let's open it.
Pop it open for me, yeah.
See what you think
All
about
right,
that.
thank you. I'll just turn the camera on. All right. Neeps and Taties Spud beer. Let's give it a go. Oh, that's quite good, isn't it? A little bit sweet. Yeah, it's just.
Pick up a little bit of pepper in it.
Yeah, definitely a little bit of pepper in it. Yeah. Yeah, that's a nice one.
Okay.
All right, thanks, Chris.
Cheers, mate.
Take that one. Good on you. All right, here's a good little country scene. That little shed behind me is 100 years old. It's where the itinerant spud diggers used to live in. There's like 80 or so of them around the town apparently, from where the spud diggers used to cruise around from farm to farm picking spuds, and they'd live in one of them. And got some good music to go with it too. You film it?
Action.
Action. All right. This is Alison. This is Dennis. And tell us about what you're doing here, you guys.
Well, we're just growing a few Nicolas at the moment. We're going to go in a few different varieties.
All right. Is that Nicola potatoes there?
That's Nicola potato there.
All right. That looks like once I've brushed the dirt off, that looks delicious, eh?
It's got your B12 in it.
Yeah, it's got the B12 in it. Yeah. So, and we already bought some of this sauce.
Little Nan sauce.
Little Nan's tomato sauce.
Tomato sauce from Tasmania.
Looks pretty good. We'll put that on a spud
cork in it.
later
I love the
tonight.
cork.
Yeah, it's nice with the cork in it, isn't it? So your label says it's all chemical free as well.
It is indeed.
Yeah.
That's right.
So does that mean it's organic, or is that like?
Yeah, it's organic, but it's not certified.
Yeah, because the certification's pretty expensive. Isn't
That's
it?
right. Yeah. So we have to make some
we'd
money
like to
first.
give you plenty of potatoes to keep you on your
Oh yeah.
strict diet
Oh well, there you go. That'd
without pulling money out of your pocket.
That's very generous of you, mate. Cheers. So I might take a couple of potatoes home with me today then.
All right.
Awesome.
Go for it.
All right.
Choose your
Winner.
size.
All right.
Lovely. Yeah.
All right, well, thanks, mate. Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you, Dennis. And nice to meet you, Alison. And thanks for the support. And what's your place called? Carmel Hill, Newton's Lane, Trentham. Get some potatoes. Get some Nicola potatoes from Carmel Hill, everyone. So there you go. What a great time we had. There was lots more that happened, but I'm just not that good at remembering to film everything. But anyway, I think that video is long enough without me including everything else that happened today. But yeah, great day. Go again. If you get a chance to go next year, then do it. It was good fun. I can't believe that that potatoes can be so much fun. Well, I should be able to believe that by now. It's been a pretty incredible year. But anyway, well done Trentham. Well done Spudfest people. We had a great time, and I think everyone else who was there had a great time too. And yeah, that's it from me for today. Great day. One of the highlights of the year. It was really cool. Yeah, so spudfit.com. Sign up for the newsletter if you like. Comments and questions down below. Subscribe if you like. And like the Facebook page, Spudfit on Facebook if you like. Thanks again to Trentham. Thanks to Spudfest people. What a day. Spud up, everyone.